Warning. This game's setting revolves around an active Middle East combat zone and contains references to extreme violence, graphic content, and other mature themes. Listener discretion is advised.
The Rancor's Brothel presents.
Want some whiskey in your water, sugar in your tea? What's all these crazy questions they're asking me? The craziest body that could ever be. Don't turn on the lights 'cause I don't wanna see. Mama told me not to come. That ain't the way to have fun, son.
Iconoclasts, a campaign of horrors modern and ancient.
Open up the window, let some air into this room. I think I'm almost choking from the smell of stale perfume and the cigarette you're smoking. Don't scare me half to death. Open up the window, let me catch my breath. Mama told me not to come.
Welcome back to Iconoclasts. I know that you've missed Jeffbot. Sorry for the long absence. Listen as we fumble through trying to remember what happened in our last couple of sessions.
Jeff's giving me that look.
I'm not even looking at you.
Oh,
It's just his face normally.
Yeah.
you should get that checked out. So your thought is some sort of review? I don't know if you had a plan.
I'm not running this game.
Do you like,
I don't show up with plans.
Can you
Since
take
when
a
does-
couple of characters and do a perspective, like what you think you remember from that character's point of view? Or
I don't know. I'm open to any suggestions. I think the big thing is just figuring out. Obviously, you're in Mosul. We could talk about some of the details of the campaign, some of my notes, some of your notes, what you want to do next. Because I think that's the big thing is like, where exactly the fuck do you want to go? You're in Mosul.
Al Rabini's on the ISS actually running Signet from space.
nice.
Entirely possible. I mean, because like if we just do an overview of my
Make
notes,
sure you find
right?
SpaceX.
I know. Oh, shit. You see they're looking to sell?
Yeah, they're in some water.
I would say I'm my notes show obviously. So currently, you arrive in Mosul on May 18th. So the game started April 2nd.
Yeah, it was about 6 weeks.
So yeah, no, you spent about 6 weeks in the Middle East. So you are in Mosul. We have a few characters in Mosul. We don't have everyone in Mosul, obviously.
That's not bad. Hot zone incursion, month and a half.
Yeah.
Make a good time.
You are in a safe house that was provided by the Peshmerga.
Right.
Is anybody not in Mosul besides Rabini, Qasim, and Hastings?
No, I think everybody else went.
I thought I was playing Werner. You were playing Dan. You were playing.
She's not.
Is Olsen?
Yeah, she was.
Is she?
Olsen?
Yes, she was.
There was two ladies with us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is Landry?
Yeah.
So we went 5 in instead of 4. Okay. I just can't remember.
I think that's right. Because Nasser was the contact with the Peshmerga. He was going in to deal with Peshmerga in there.
Originally, but Jennifer's the only one that actually speaks Kurdish.
Correct. I'm pretty sure I remember her going.
She went to a couple of the meetings.
Yeah, I knew she was
That's right.
there. I didn't remember if Mary went or not. But she did, because I remember we talked about her being somebody's wife.
Oh, yeah, we got stopped at a...
Yeah.
There was a
Checkpoint.
fake pregnancy or going into labor. That
Yes.
I rolled really poorly for.
I don't know why. For some reason, I thought Landry didn't go. But I could be wrong.
You can go back and listen to the last episode.
Yeah, I should probably do that.
The episode before last.
I suppose that's true. You might have to go back a couple. Unless you want to be really mad at Jeff.
Oh, there's something that I haven't listened to that I don't know
Oh,
exists?
I bet, yeah.
Oh, shit.
We don't talk about Hastings.
Yeah, I gotta go fucking listen to the show now. Just know when I show up with a Bowie knife in my mouth at your house. And I'm just like, Jeff. Through gritted
Man,
teeth.
when I showed up today, Schroeder was so happy to see me and everything. And one comment about what happened in the game, and he is ready to fucking murder me again.
Mm-hmm. I have this weird thing with loyalty in real life.
That applies to arbitrary Delta Green characters.
Because I've been slighted. It's funny that I have a memory that showed up today, and it's the David Tennant from Doctor Who, and it says no second chances. That's the kind of man that I am. It's just like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I don't think that's a great moment for that character, as I recall.
No,
but...
it's a horrible one, but we all have flaws. I just happen to know mine.
All right, fair enough. So yeah, you do have contacts with the Peshmerga. You are kind of on your own. You have a couple of options that you've talked about. You've got folks in. You thought about looking at for folks at the hospital or folks recovering. You know that there are potential survivors from the original attack. You know that there are.
Was microelectronics looking into building a network within that too, if I remember correctly.
Cell sniffing, yeah. Yeah.
You know that University of Baghdad, that there are rebels and resistance there. As potential opportunities, potentially. You also know that Nineveh is obviously a hotspot. And then you, of course, have the opportunity to, oh God, what's his name? And Al-Jabiri in my notes, and I know I'm like, it's one of them.
You've mistaken multiple times throughout the game.
Several of us have.
They writing them down. I understand phonetically they don't sound alike. Writing them down, my eye glosses over, and I don't like the same swoops in the same places. I read too fast sometimes, and I'm like, oh. So yeah, those are kind of your options in terms of where to head next.
So if we're doing a sit rep here, out of our 3 target areas, obviously the ruins of Nineveh are a priority, but the hospital and the university give us plausible cover with our cover identities.
They do.
If I also remember the map, Nineveh is the furthest from where our location coming into the city would be, where our safe house is. It's like on almost like across the exact opposite side of the city.
I don't remember.
Because how the river snakes, obviously southeast, going north up, it breaks the city in two. And Nineveh is in the farthest northeast of the city.
I don't know that I quite describe it that way, but
it's the furthest northeast of the locations that we're interested in.
So it's a dangerous trick.
The furthest trick.
Well, anywhere. And Mosul's going to be dangerous.
At this point, yeah.
And of course, keeping in mind that with a team outside as well, you also have the opportunity to you can run part intel, you can run, actually I would say Mosul University is technically farther. It's more north. It's not as east as the ruins of Nineveh, but same difference. They're near each other.
Are they all on the same side of the river or no?
Mosul and the ruins of Nineveh are to the east. I don't know where else you're talking about potentially going. The hospital is southwest.
I guess I just can't remember the exact pinpoint of where our safe house
is.
It is
in Discord, the map. I believe I put one in there.
Does it have a pinpoint of where we're located? I don't think you've given us an updated map since we've gone into Mosul.
No, because I don't think there is an updated map. I think I just picked the neighborhood where you were at.
Did you happen by chance to take notes on the neighborhood that we're at?
I will look.
Because I don't think you've added anything to Discord in quite some time.
No, there aren't a lot of more clues really to share, at least like paper clues or image clues.
We probably ought to do a inventory check for equipment, because to my knowledge, we just have what we were carrying on us when we came in.
I, for some reason, thought we brought electronics.
I believe that's accurate. The other thing that I would say, of course, is that it would come up from several of your characters, even if you, the players, aren't thinking about it right now. You would have the opportunity to attempt to directly find some of these folks. If you were directly, if there is a cult and you're looking for cultists, you could attempt to try and find actual, getting Al-Jabiri would probably be difficult, but you might be able to nab one of his men or, someone within that hierarchy.
They would be on open display of what ranks and who they were with, wouldn't they?
Presuming, yes, but I don't know that you could presume that a military hierarchy and a
cult hierarchy
are the same thing. Yeah, but yeah, theoretically, if you wanted to nab someone in his network, you You theoretically could do that. It would probably come with some risks, but you theoretically could do that. So I guess it's kind of a question. Do you want to go to some of these intel points? Do you want to go in person? Do you want to investigate some of these people? That's kind of the questions that would be next.
I think we need to at least hit the hospital because those survivors might be gone at one point.
Yeah, I was saying, wasn't there potential survivors from the original?
Yes.
Yes, I told you could speak to anyone that I didn't openly kill. And Jeff said, well, you didn't openly kill several. So.
And then with your SIGINT and Mary's cell surveillance, we could probably do something being localized in the area to try to maybe track down some of these cultists, see if we can capture communications, something like that.
You definitely know, and I know we've talked about this over the game before, like these folks are using WhatsApp and Facebook Messenger to communicate. Like it isn't like they have secure communications. So if you could find a way in, if you could logically find something that they're using, I think that's now that you're in, like you said, you could actually handle the physical hardware. I think it'd be a lot easier than trying to hack it from the outside.
So what's everybody's vote?
I vote go in and get more information at the hospital and or the university before we move to Nineveh.
Archaeology and negotiation.
Nineveh, I'm not sure what's going on there right now. The next new moon is not until June 4th, I believe. And that's when whatever's going on there has been going on.
Yeah, the new moon would be when it's at its strongest, right?
Yep. That's when there's been more attacks since the daily ones have stopped.
We should probably get a beat on that location too now that we're on the dinner plate.
Which location?
Where it's at.
Where what's at?
The entity.
Oh, okay.
Last attack, pattern of his movement.
Well, the last attack was outside of Mosul.
Oh, that's right. It was following the river, wasn't it?
You think counter surveilling the university, since there's known resistance there, is probably a decent idea? So that way we don't look like dudes walking in, meeting with the resistance people.
Well, that's why I was checking cover identities. So, Mary's got humanitarian aid, so that would play at the hospital. And then Jennifer's got archaeology, so she would play at the university.
The people who were supposed to have disappeared as a part of the attacks instead of being flayed, is there any way that we can find pictures of them so that we can identify them?
They're flayed bodies.
No,
No,
the ones
who disappeared.
who didn't show up as bodies.
Well, yeah, the
You're
fans.
like,
Social
we can be
media.
like, cult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Hey, if we get a face and if we can access any type of camera network, we could probably track them.
Yeah.
I don't know how easy we would be able to I don't know the level of public record.
Oh, I mean, if they're using Facebook and stuff like that.
Well, also, the way that they've talked about it, I think they've named families is almost as if they might be known families.
Yeah.
I am going to retcon something, just a tad. And I think...
What did you do?
well, not read the book all the time. Make it up as I go along.
Surprise.
Do my own thing rather than trusting the authors who spent, months, if not years, researching it and putting it together. Not understanding most languages, including my native of English. Take your pick. Drinking alcohol excessively.
That is
So something that I didn't point out, but I think that it's me not understanding some of this. It is likely, I think, because of the way that it was set up, that the Kurds, when you went in, I think originally I had said that you were in an empty house. It has suggestions in here that the Kurds would have, and I think it's useful to you guys for a couple of reasons, while also potentially some complications, would have placed you in a house with Kurdish sympathizers. So you're in a house with a family.
That's better for us.
There's
Not for them, but it's better for us.
I would say there are some opportunities there, and there are also some potential problems there too. So I think it's better to put you in with the Al Anwar family that is detailed out on this page, that is different from the pages that I had read before when you went into Mosul. Which I've been thinking about that. That is one of the things I've been thinking about since I ran that. I'm like, are they supposed to be in a house by themselves? And so this suggests that you are in a house with a family of 5 people. So
Yeah. An empty house made sense because, it's a war zone. So.
Well, it described the house I think the biggest thing is that everything here is known by various names. And when I read it the first time, I went, "Are these the same guys that they were talking to?" And then I went, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they are." I'm just dumb when it comes to the politics of the situation and the individual names of what they call themselves, what other people call them, what we have made up.
Major
not knowing what the fuck.
NPCs and characters that we're playing.
Yep, 100%. So if you ever like anything that I've ever written or run myself, I will change the names so that they make distinct sense to me. Because if they don't make distinct sense to me, I'm going to blur the fuck out of them.
The lair of Bob.
It's the same reason why you always play Tom, Dick, and Harry in every DCC game.
I can tell Tom, Dick, and Harry apart.
It's Tom, Dick, Harry, and Brass Rocks.
Yeah, there was a Brass Rocks last time.
Yeah, he sucked.
He went down quick.
But I'm listening to the Black Company, which is Arc Dream's thing that they're beta testing, which is going to be awesome. I think the more I listen to it. But they have two characters that they refer to alternatively as the Lady and the White Rose. I'm like 75% sure they're two different people, but the way in which the narration reads it, I'm never quite sure. Because it's never defined these characters, just their motivations in the game, and they're both cruel leaders. And the interesting thing is that they're supposed to be like super-powered beings, like they're beings of magic and other things. So they will gender them, but they've even said in the book, it's like, we're not really sure which gender they are, but we call them he because that makes sense. But then she's called the White Lady. So it's like, I don't get it. I need to read more because I haven't read enough.
Be David Bowie.
There you go. I'm not going to question it.
It's cool. It could be David Bowie.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm not going to question it.
pick a decade, any decade.
The book is cool as shit so far. I'm enjoying the hell out of it, but I'm like, I'm really missing some of the political layer because I'm an idiot. So, it's the big, dumb Hoosier idiot. So anyway, you do have, I do like the idea of you being in a house with 5 potential casualties that could be your fault.
We call those meat shields.
Could be. But yes, you can hide out in their basement during the day. But they are a family that is, you've got grandmother, grandfather, father, 2 sons, and a daughter.
I'm laughing at the thought of Charlie Manson, the elder sign into their foreheads. It's like, oh, why does my brain go there?
What was the family name again?
Al-Anwar.
Al-Anwar. That name doesn't happen to coincide with any of the people that we had in the original group, right?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Could ask them if they know of anybody that's had a missing child or family member recently, though. I know somebody we can talk to.
Can we just say we do? I want to do something. Can we say we do that? And what do they say? Do they know?
What are you asking?
Daniel.
If they know anybody that's recently gone missing or had family members that have gone missing.
I don't see why they would. They're in an interesting sort of like, they obviously are better off than some because they have kept a home. Their car was repossessed, was taken by ISIL. A lot of their more valuables were taken by ISIL. None of them are sort of on the ISIL train, as it were. Not only by being Kurdish sympathizers, but as you kind of learn more about them, there's nothing that would lead them to necessarily be connected in any of those ways.
Sort of, would it be weird that the truck we drove in with is sitting in their compound?
I do think that could potentially be a problem, yes.
Okay.
I do think that that's a complication I've added to your game. Absolutely.
Okay.
So we roll it down the street, take a baseball bat to it a few times, and it looks like every other damn car.
Well, it's already a fucked up vehicle anyways.
Yeah.
They're repurposed. Like,
can we do they have a shelter for it or place we could hide it?
They do. They would have like sort of, it's not really a garage. It would be like I looked up some of
Carport.
these. It would be, like a carport. It wouldn't exactly be like perfectly hidden, and they're not exactly super thrilled about it because they are worried about potential. But
yeah, I seem to remember you talking about like a wall we drove past.
it's a large
Like,
it's a large 2-story home of whitewashed concrete surrounded by a cinder block privacy wall with a steel gate so a car can be parked inside. They would let you know that their family car was confiscated by ISIL, so they shouldn't have a car. You have a car inside the walls. might be unusual. Neighbors might ask some questions, but so
Is
it's
there,
a potential issue.
I mean, are we gonna need it to get to Nineveh? We could secure. I was gonna say we could hide it. Do they have shit that we could use to camouflage the car?
You could probably find some rubble that would help. I mean, it's still going to be. You're not going to make it disappear, but you could definitely make it less obvious.
Okay.
How much distance in between the points that we're looking at is there? Is this something that we could hoof it if we needed to?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that walking through Mosul is definitely an option. I mean, the car gives
Seems
speed
like-
but attracts attention.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It seems like it would attract more attention than it's worth.
There is definitely.
I mean, I
for
imagine
sure.
we could ask the family, like we're talking mileage from one location to the next.
Yeah, I was trying to look at the map. We'll just say we'll call that 1, 2, 3, maybe like 6 or 7 kilometers from like farthest point to farthest point. So like if you wanted to hit everything in a round trip, right? Like you're probably talking 10 to 12 kilometers, but I assume you're not going to like try and hit to go out and do a thing is probably a few kilometers, to come back a few kilometers, kind of a thing.
Okay.
Which is not a terrible walk. Just depends on, are you going across the river? Are there checkpoints? Are there, all that kind of shit you
Enough
talking
time for
4
Cody to
miles one
roll
way.
once or twice for us.
just to spice things up. And again, it depends on what you're doing and where you're going. And is it at night? Is it during the day?
Would they know or have contacts with anybody of the resistance at the university?
So, some things to know. The grandfather and grandmother of the family, right? Hassan and Suhair, late 50s. Grandpa worked for the power company.
Okay.
And grandma was a homemaker, which is not surprising, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ibrahim, who is dad, he's late 30s, early 40s. He currently works for the power company.
Okay.
Utilities could be useful.
You have 2 sons, basically like 18, 19, like, basically a year and a half apart. Hamed, who's the older brother, is a medical student at the University of Mosul.
There we go.
Samir, the younger brother, is a sanitation department trash collector.
Ooh.
And Samia, who is the 16-year-old daughter, was a student. ISIL kind of shut that shit down. So she is currently helping grandma around the house.
No education
Shoot
past
that
6th
one.
grade.
He said that there were 5 people in this house.
You are correct. There's 6 people in this house.
Okay.
I like, of the things you thought, it was the 16-year-old girl you were worried about.
Where's mom?
I will look in the notes, but there is no mom listed. See if I have any details on that.
Is everybody? But everybody is at the house. So the university student.
Well, I'm assuming that you got. I'm kind of putting this in null time right now, so you guys are learning things. I'm not advancing you any days. I'm not. You could learn conversation of this type of stuff in an hour or two. So.
We got there. We broke bread.
Right. Yeah. You're having
people.
conversation.
I'm trying to find out if Ibrahim is here or is he at the college.
I will say that they are all here.
Okay.
I think that's easiest. So if you want to talk to some of them, you could.
We will find out what kind of uniforms Samir has for his, and how many of them that he has,
We're trash collecting.
and if it's still running, like what utilities are still functioning. You guys work at the power. Like, are you guys still actively trying to make sure things are running?
Power is still running, but Ibrahim would let you know that, like, I mean, and his son, is the trash collector, would let you know, like, trying to do this under ISIL is fucking impossible because they're under guard. Well, at least in terms of electricity, he's under guard sometimes. They won't let him go certain areas. You try to fix something and they do something to fuck it up. They blow up a goddamn building and it falls down on the power lines. Like, it's difficult. Most of Mosul has power most of the time, I think, but it's not. It is an active war zone. I mean, shit. They haven't like started actively dropping bombs on it yet because they do know that there are hostages there. But at the same time, like, they're putting C4 on drones and driving it into shit and blowing it up. Both,
juice is still
the good
cranking.
guys and the bad guys.
Just a matter of whether or not it's getting there.
I would say if you wanted to explore either of those opportunities, it's possible. Samir, as a sanitation department trash collector, probably has less observation on his job other than just being treated like shit by people because he picks up the trash. So
Yet the entire city would be dead if it weren't for him.
sanitation workers are important. Clean the water, pick up the trash. Very important jobs.
Yeah. Some news today. It's kind of crazy. First confirmed case of polio in Gaza.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Not great.
Nope.
That's what happens when there's no sanitation work being done anywhere.
Or
Yeah.
no buildings left.
Yep. So question.
Yep.
Are we able to get like high level no-go zones from Ibrahim that even he's not allowed to go near? Like almost like recognition of highly guarded parts of the city to avoid? And or blow up the power too so people don't have access to do the things that they want to do there?
Or are there areas that they're very specific? These areas have to have power.
That as well.
Yeah. He definitely could give you that. Let me look because I'm gonna confuse my various ISIL groups here and what the fuck they are and who they are.
Here's my map. Can you circle the most important pieces for both of everything we said?
I think,
and then color code it based on what it means.
I think we want to be aware of how much we include this family in what we do, though.
Oh, of course.
I'm pretty sure that. Did you look in the Discord? Are the dots on the map of different areas, or did I?
The only
provide a
dots on the map are attack points.
Yes.
map? I don't remember exactly which maps I've shown. Okay.
You've shown us like the maps, like the first 2 weeks and no new maps.
Okay. Well, I don't remember. I attempted to show you guys this map that I have that is of like a massive map of Mosul, and I just don't remember which one it was. Because the map that I have shows some points of interest, but I don't know if the map I gave you guys has points of
Yeah,
interest.
I remember seeing one where you showed us where the university was, but I don't have it in this.
But the hard part is I don't know what other fucking map I would have shown you guys.
I mean,
I'm good with a map.
I really got to get my shit together sometime. Jeff can just clip that and play that on loop for the story of my life. I really got to get my shit together sometime. I really got to get my shit together sometime. I really got to get my shit together sometime. All right, well, this is to show you the fucking map out of the book because I apparently don't have the PDF in that file.
Snap a picture of it and put it in the.
Then it's still
Text
the distortion.
Then it'll be distorted by the angle. So,
It's all right. We'll make do.
I'd like to apologize in advance for whoever it was that crinkled a wrapper into the microphone for the next minute or so.
oh. There's the DeBeek offices. Well, it's straight up on the other side of the river. So what side are we on? Is there a notation of where our safe house is or no?
no.
Do you have a location that we are close to?
I'll have to look. I don't remember. I do think you guys were very specific about where you wanted to be, but that may be me misremembering from the last time we recorded.
The ruins of Nineveh are very big.
They are.
It was a city.
As I say, it was a whole goddamn city.
Yeah, the ruins of Nineveh and Mosul University are literally right next to each other. And the hospital is on the complete opposite side of the city on the other side of the river.
Which hospital are we looking at? Oh, Mosul General Hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, it is.
Well, let's get some intel on the hospital from Ahmad, his son that works there.
We can definitely do that.
Hit that.
Well, depending
Ahmad
on
is
where
a medical
we're...
student. He doesn't necessarily work at the hospital.
Well, he's still going to know the hospital, though.
Well, I don't think that that's a terrible ask.
And then we can work the university and maybe Nineveh in the same angle, all the while trying our SIGINT and stuff, all our techie stuff, trying to get.
Mm-hmm. So for those of you not looking in Discord, the red dots furthest west southwest is Mosul Hospital. Furthest south is Mosul Airport. Directly north of Mosul Airport looks like 3 different headquarters, including DeBeek offices, Al Dawa headquarters, and Al Dakhili
Yeah.
headquarters. all on the same side of the river. Those 3 headquarters are right along the river south.
What was Al Jabari's organization? Was that Al Dalawa?
Amadala, yeah.
Yep. And
Really
then
nice if we can find one of those people in a dark alley.
You guys should have those.
further north on the other side, in that big open area, is the ruins of Nineveh, and then the other one is the university.
Yep.
Al Dalwa is counterintelligence, and now Dakili is internal security on the org chart that you guys have.
Isn't Dabiq just the like propaganda arm? Aren't they
Yes,
the,
that was the
just the like
the magazine newspaper website. Yeah.
Muslim Extremist Weekly.
Entertainment.
TMZ. Okay. So have we established where we're located?
Nope, haven't found anywhere specifically yet. I would say somewhere in the middle on the left side of the river, because chances are what makes most sense is that you came up from the south, right? So you probably came in that main road
So
somewhere
maybe
near the airport.
somewhere dead center, and
Yeah, sure, why not?
my thoughts are probably somewhere like in this area. Like we came up and we're up in here where it's heavily, I would assume, yeah. Or it should be heavily populated at least. Okay. So then that would put us closest to the hospital. Looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total points to cross the river,
All probably checkpoints.
potentially. Looks like we've got 2 other options of potentially crossing the river up on the far north side of the city, up there, and come back. 2 other potential crossings.
Yeah, I would say probably north a couple of neighborhoods from like Amin Al Dawa makes the most sense. Because like you said, it gets more dense. Up
Like
there.
northwest up there, almost where it's
Yeah,
like
something.
dense without names.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably like, it makes a lot of sense. Yeah, somewhere up in there. So close enough to the river, you're a few kilometers, from crossing the river and getting over to the ruins of Nineveh and Mosul. If you want to go south, you're a few, kilometers from the hospital and everything else. It just kind of centrally locates you and makes sense because it's a dense, populous area. If you want, I could put you out in the bumfuck nowhere and make you have to travel a lot farther, but can't find anywhere where it specifies what neighborhood you're in. So I guess to be fair, you could set up in a lot of different ways. So
I would be fine being a block away from the hospital, to be honest.
Honestly, based on the episode we already recorded, we were close to a hospital, right?
Not
Because we were saying we were
right hospital, though, if I remember right.
Gotcha.
Because we were talking about letting them take us there, and then we're like, no. Right. All right. So first off, I'd like to approach Ibrahim.
okay.
We need to speak to survivors at the hospital. Do we have your permission to ask your son if he knows anything about that location for us?
Hamed is he's just a medical student. He does not yet work at the hospital.
Do you know, do you know of anybody that's familiar with the hospital?
Personally, no, I am not. None of my family works at the hospital. I don't think there's a lot of ways that we could help you there.
Human?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's not that hard to human for anyone who has human. They are kind of in between a rock and a hard place. You know what I mean? Like
26 under 44.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's in a situation where, the Kurds are saying, hey, you have to take these folks in. They're in hostile territory.
If they find us here, they're dead.
You're right. So they are cautious. And you got to think that their loyalties are split in a couple of different ways, too. You are the people with guns in their home, even if they are Kurdish sympathizers. So do they really want to tell the Americans no that much? So you get the sense he's walking a fine line. You can push him for sure. Just a question of how that works.
You said Americans. Have we revealed ourselves as Americans to them?
I would presume that would be a bad idea, but you also haven't told them anything yet. So.
Okay, yeah. Because I want to keep my cards close to the chest. I don't want them to know we're Americans.
American. Pull out US dollars.
Yeah.
American.
Yeah.
He was just saying, you should take that Stars and Stripes patch off your shoulder. Your epaulets are giving you away.
I was say the patches came off a long time ago.
But no, I mean, you were the guys in the house with guns, so I guess it depends on what you tell them. And the question is, did the Kurds tell them anything different?
I think our best bet is just not say anything about what we're doing.
The less they know, the less they can tell anybody.
Yeah, and then it's safer for them.
Jennifer could just talk in Kurdish and see if any of them actually look like they understand what she's saying to see how much they are sympathizers.
I mean, I think that they would. I don't think it would be that unusual for folks in this part of the country to at least know some Kurdish.
I think it's a safe bet just to move out on the hospital then.
Yeah, I agree.
And use our cover identities if we need to. And
yeah, who's going to be the face? Who has the highest diplomacy?
Jennifer's the lady with human.
Human's not what you need.
Not human.
I'm at 70. I'm at 70. What are you at?
What's Major Wilson at? She's higher than that.
For bureaucracy?
She's only at 50. Okay.
No. Yeah. And her persuade's only 40.
Yeah, I guess there's more bureaucracy in the CIA than probably in the military.
Yeah, but a female isn't going to be the one that talks our way out of things.
Yep, because you guys had talked about disguising her as male and what you thought I would rule about that.
Yeah, what's her disguise?
50%. CIA, baby.
Put on your Ethan Hunt mask. Let's go.
All right. So, what's our cover story? Why are we there? How do we get in?
I pull my pistol and shoot Landry in the foot.
You bastard!
That's why we're there.
Yeah.
Anybody else take humanitarian aid as a cover?
So you're going to the hospital to look for whom exactly?
Survivors of the assault.
Okay.
Or survivors of the...
Staff Sergeant Warner is actually relief aid. Covers our State Department focus on the relief aid.
Yeah, that could be our in. Could be...
He's not the talky type, though.
No. We just need a face.
Nasser's he's got 55%.
He's a persuade. Only 55?
Yeah, but 70% bureaucracy. I don't... Does anyone have higher persuade? Yeah. And you said disguise was 50, so you could disguise yourself as a...
Who was it? It was your character, Jeff, that opened the thing, right? Was it you?
Yes.
Okay. Because I'm trying to figure out... I think most of your characters probably are... Maybe not definitely dead, but I think several of your characters did die early on. Or would have died early on.
You were Gokin, right?
Yep.
Gokin opened it and got fucked. The only people who made it to the truck were our characters. I was going and Dan was dragging me.
Because, I mean, the thing is that, like... I'm trying to think of characters... Like, characters survived. I'm just thinking about what the line of questioning is for some of those characters when you get there.
Yeah, like, what are they going to reveal that the video didn't reveal?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought we were more interested in attack victims.
Yes, the thing.
Not the original attack.
Who was taken?
Survivors from the other, like, daily attacks.
Right. No, that's like I'm just trying to make sure I understand what you guys are thinking about doing.
Were some's servant?
Yeah.
And his niece, I think it was.
She ran.
She definitely ran.
I'm pretty sure they both died.
I think so too.
Well, on the way to the truck, we did not see anybody living. And then we died in the truck. So that was the end of that.
So that's one of the things, like, I know you're searching for survivors, but I mean, your characters were dipshits. So, like, there could be reason to interview them, but they weren't, like, you know what I mean? So that's just what I was trying to understand.
I thought we were talking about survivors of the more recent attacks.
Yeah. Which is fine. I'm just confused on which way you're asking. What I'm just confused on what you were asking. That's all.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that does beg the question: how much? What can they? I mean, what can they get us?
Did they see it? Like, can they describe its form?
Yeah.
We can discern weaknesses about its attack patterns. Maybe.
Were there other people that were involved who could be our missing people from other attacks?
You do have notes of someone who did see an attack. I know you guys found that a while ago. I don't know if you have it in your notes or not.
I don't remember that.
I thought we had descriptions from people who had like body parts washing up.
You did talk to you do have some of those, but I think there was a specific you would ask if there had ever been any survivors. I want to say there was a young girl with like a cell phone video or something. Or a
That would have been Al Rabini's
Like SIGINT
SIGINT
scouring
stuff, probably.
I don't remember any cell phone video though.
I don't either.
No.
Seems like that.
If you're seeing cell phone video stuff, you did not provide that to us.
No, I think I'm trying to remember the description that you were provided because it does list these things in about 17 different places in the book. So I'm trying to find what you know versus what I know. I wanted to say that there was something that was
It involved deaths at a checkpoint.
no, it was not that one.
Are you thinking of the tank one?
Where is there's a checklist of what you tell the players when, kind of. And I use that, but then it also correlates if you do other things in the book. And I can never remember where that checklist is.
25 March, an ISIL fighter was found alive but catatonic in Al Bath district.
Early April was the platoon. The militia unit was relatively recent.
That was coalition forces, right? There was a coalition forces attack
Yes.
recently.
Yes.
There's two different families that we could look up. The Ramal family and the Halim family. Both had sons that were missing. 8 ISIL fighters were found skinned in the streets of Al whatever district. 3 others escaped with injuries and were transported to Al-Kansa Hospital. 2 others were missing.
Is Al-Kansa and Mosul General the same?
Great question.
Look it up.
What was the actual name of that district now that we have a map with districts on it?
Hang on. Al-Baladiyat.
Al-Baladiyat is just north of the ruins of Nineveh.
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 Wonder what happens.
I have not seen Al-Kansa Hospital.
Well, there's 2. We know that. And the one that we passed on the way in was not the right one.
Mosul General, even though it's the one with the red marker on it.
Would we have passed that on the way in from the south? That's not our hospital then.
Mosul General, we're up here.
So Alcanza hospitals must be ours.
Yeah, but he doesn't know where it is. If it's different, which means we're probably going to play it like Mosul General is Al-Kansa.
How do you spell Alcanza?
Khansa.
I want to use Mary's IMSA catcher. I want to set that up at the safe house.
Okay.
Yes, I want to set that up at the safe house. It's probably going to be I wonder if that's our craft electronics or her SIGINT.
Well, I found Alcanza Hospital.
I feel like you did this last time too.
Me?
No, Spencer.
Oh, finding the hospital.
Yeah, it's about a mile northeast of Mosul University.
That's the wrong direction.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's where it is.
For that.
Is that how it's spelled? I mean,
Well, I hope it's the general hospital.
me too.
You could build a boat.
River don't flow that way.
Nah, just cross it.
And float how many miles? The wrong direction?
Paddle fast.
I think
No, I think I'm just conflating multiple incidents that happened all on one.
I think our friendly trash guy Samir would probably tell us we don't want to be in that water.
The water with the body parts?
It's a good chance the body parts are the least of our worries.
Oh, there it is. Special training SIGINT. Let's see what this does.
Interesting. Okay. I just think it's slight idiosyncratic differences at some different parts in the chapters, and that makes some of it confusing to correlate if you're looking for exact dates and times and everything else. So I'm sitting here going, I'm not missing this, right? This is not correct.
Just really enjoying reading Google reviews for Al-Qansah's hospital in Iraq. #1 review 6 years ago. Half destroyed hospital after a jet hit it with a few missiles. The cast are still doing their best, but it is not a good place if you are facing death or critical situations.
Yep. That's
J County Hospital.
Jay County has a hospital?
yeah.
Oh, okay. If you're looking at the map with the red dots, Al-Sakar district, that's where Al-Qansah Hospital is.
Where's that district at? Can you give me a general?
Northeast, right between Mosul University and the ruins of Nineveh. Suqar.
Al-Sakar. So the hospital's furthest away than anything. Well, that sucks. It's up there. You see it?
Yeah, he showed me.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Told him it was the wrong one.
We're going to ask the Kurdish sympathizers to move to Al-Kindi.
All right, Cody. I'm rolling a SIGINT.
Okay. What are you looking for?
This is for that IMSI catcher I'm setting up.
Okay.
And I have a special training IMSI catcher SIGINT.
All right.
Just because I want to roll tonight.
Okay, you can roll. How'd that go for you?
Yeah, 29 under 70.
Okay. You have set up your piece of equipment. You are strapping it to the roof. You are tying it to a flagpole. You are not really sure exactly what this catcher looks like, but there's a montage. The A-Team song plays in the background.
I honestly don't
It's
remember what
portable,
this thing
so-
does.
So, not that I've used one, but from what I understand, it triangulates cell signals off 3 towers and creates basically like an old school man in the middle attack off of cell phones. So you can literally snatch cell signals out of the air and see what they're transmitting.
Neat. Can you triangulate known numbers with that?
You can if you know specific IMIE or whatever you're tracking. If you have that specific one, yeah, you can geolocate it with GPS.
Neat. So yeah, now you are pinging that information. No problemo.
Something to do in the downtime during the day.
I mean, isn't there another faction within the city that's potentially friendly? Like the Iraqi police force? Or am I just thinking of the movie?
I mean, that group did exist.
Iraqi Special Operations Forces?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it was like their SWAT team.
Yeah, there are definitely SWAT teams and other like non-ISIL friendlies that have tried to infiltrate, like the Kurds have infiltrated. There are other groups around that are trying to do that type of stuff.
Do any of the family members that we're staying with have a cell phone?
Oh, most assuredly, yeah.
Which ones?
I mean, I would presume that at least the 3 workers do, if not maybe one for grandpa or grandma. You know what I mean? Like, I would assume all of them did, whether or not they're all using them right now. You know what I mean? But definitely the father and the 2 sons like are going in and out to work.
Are there
or
still
to school.
landlines?
I don't know how functional they would be, but I presume that there probably would be.
The son that was the trash guy, Samir, he was the youngest one.
He's the youngest son. The daughter is actually younger.
So whoever the youngest person with a cell phone is in the house, I'd like to speak to them.
Yeah, I don't know if the daughter would have one. So let's say it's the oldest son, Samir, or the youngest son, Samir, who is the sanitation department trash collector.
Yeah, so Mary's, after she sets up her equipment, she's going to ask about, so have you or your buddies been seeing any weird videos or anything circulating in the city?
Yes, it's all over the, I mean, I'm sure it's on anything that's being, Facebook, Snapchat, all that kind of stuff. There's videos. I mean, he could scroll through feeds of Twitter, horrible stuff being recorded and shared all over the place.
So I want to specifically look for anything about the flayings. And
Sure. I mean, he's kind of giving you some inside information of like not necessarily some apps, but like I would think you have enough signals intelligence if you see what he's doing and how he's navigating. You could be like, hey, can I look at that for a second and try and get some more information for sure.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to isolate something to focus on. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that you can definitely, especially if you're in contact with Rabini on the outside, the two of you, one inside and one outside, can start figuring out some stuff for sure.
Sure.
If one of you would like to toss some dice, but I assume that you both are expert enough at it that you can figure out how to look at some stuff.
Yeah.
Odd man.
Odd 8 under 87.
Pretty good. Pretty solid roll there.
Oh shit, how did I miss this before?
No, I mean, you've picked up quite a bit in terms of the attacks. Let me check. What date is it? I'm going to go ahead and move you guys to the next day because you had a very busy day yesterday. Schroeder made a good roll. I didn't credit that. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck I can credit that at all. Give me a second. Because I had it all figured out, and I'm like, no, I want to advance it to 519. It's the next day. You guys have been doing some shit. You came into town. It's the next fucking day. You start talking to your team on the outside. You're beginning to find out some of the ways that these videos are being shared on WhatsApp or shit that's being shared. You're not finding any actual videos of flayings or anything like that. You're not finding any new mentions of anything that suggests the flayings like what you were going to Irene for, right? So you're not hearing any of that. I thought your hand was raised for some reason. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Teacher.
You do find so yeah, if you're searching for new flayings, you don't find anything in terms of new flayings or new attacks.
What else can we look for? The attacks or what's up? What else would kids be sharing?
You also know, since you're paying attention to the phases of the moon, that you are moving towards the full moon, I do believe.
Towards the full moon and not the new moon?
Correct.
You were asking what the kids would be paying attention to?
Yeah, like what would they be spreading on their phones about what's going on right now? Other than like, guys with guns and macho stuff, but
Porn.
Official warnings.
What about the cult?
Beheading videos, any crazy talk stuff. What about the cult?
Like recruitment videos or cultish stuff? I don't know.
Anything for Sons of War?
In Arabic.
I mean, that stuff flowed for ISIS. I'm assuming it would flow for the cult.
No, I can't imagine you're going to find anything on Sons of War.
So how we were credited was telling us that we didn't find anything?
Yep. That's all I got right now. If you're looking for new mentions, you're finding no new mentions.
We're going to have to get into one of these locations. That's all there is to it. Gonna break the friggin' doors down. Maybe not. Maybe quietly.
What if we asked about like new local groups that have formed? Not necessarily calling them a cult, but like that's different than the regular, like than the resistance. Like asking the family or the younger guys, like, have you heard any of other groups of roving people who aren't a part of the official organizations that are like identifying themselves as anything separate?
Who are you asking this to?
I don't know. Probably the Sons, or maybe.
Just curious.
Yeah. Hell, even Ibrahim. If we're talking about like official locations, like are these locations he's not allowed to go to actually controlled by like these ISIL organizations, or is it like other random people who aren't letting them around? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean the Sun would probably try and catch which one? Hamed probably would try and catch one of you at some point. Probably when none of the quote unquote adults are around, either mother or either father or grandparents. Presumably you get the sense that he probably thinks that you're some sort of part of the Kurds. And he will talk about the Kitab al-Mosul or the Mosul battalions. So if you're asking him about that, he thinks you're talking about the group that is
the straight up resistance that
are in and around Mosul University.
Got it.
Kurdish forces around the university?
Well, these would be these would be predominantly like students, civil servants. They're residents of Mosul.
The local civil servants or local residents of resistance forces.
But the Kurds would be supporting that. So information, soldiers, whatever. If you start asking around him, he presumes that you're here on behalf of the Kurds to continue to stir shit up via the Mosul battalions, whether that's direct support or, indirect support.
Yeah, I would ask him if he knows of the Mosul battalions skirmishing with any groups other than direct ISIL support. Like, are there any other third parties that were...
No, I don't. With sort of some cautious looks over his shoulder, I'm not aware much of the Mosul battalions.
Any particular reason you don't want your family to know you're talking about this?
It's not. It's best for most of my family if we keep ourselves quiet and stay away from kind of looks in a very obvious way around the room, kind of a thing. Dangerous individuals or potential problems. I'd like to see a free Mosul as much as anyone else, but my father and their grandparents have their opinions.
Jennifer's gonna reassure him that we're gonna do everything in our power not to place your family in duress, and we can guarantee you that our actions here are for your safety.
It's good. He definitely believes you. Yes.
I hate the way my brain works now. My first thought is to just do the exact opposite and just be like, "Got you, bitch. We're part of."
What's wrong with you?
But yes, if you're interested in learning more about those groups, I would suggest the university. That is where most of the Kiteb al-Mosul are located.
Well, no matter what, we're going to need to start working our way northeast.
Yep.
And if we want to go to the hospital, we might as well stop by the university on the way.
I would find it very surprising if no one at the university knew of an ancient cult and their activities going on at an abandoned ruin right beside them.
Less than a kilometer from the fucking university. It was probably the motherfucker at the university who were stuttering the cult shit. Who refounded the damn thing.
Professor Armitage.
I don't actually get that reference.
That's fine. Somebody out there did, and that reference was for them.
Yep.
I would like to know what it's from. Maybe something
that's like the only named professor in Lovecraft.
Oh, okay.
Professor Armitage is like, he's like, it's like the Friends of Jackson Elias, or like it's one of the in-jokes. Armitage is the one, I believe, who leads the Antarctic expedition. Not positive on that, but
He was from Miskatonic, though, right?
yeah. I got that book somewhere. Where'd I put? Oh, over there. There's Arkham. I could find 400 entries of characters we could reference. Some of them from Miskatonic.
I feel like there was a card game I played on my phone that was Cthulhu based.
Professor Henry Armitage.
The only computer or Cthulhu game I played was on PC, and it was terrible.
Dark Quarters of the Earth.
Probably.
Okay.
It's a good one. I mean, relatively speaking. Played the newest Call of Cthulhu, or one of the newer Call of Cthulhu games. I liked it. The Singing City is a unique game, but I'm looking forward to playing.
Yeah, that's the one I haven't played. I played through the Call of Cthulhu game.
I enjoyed that one a lot
I did too.
because it's made by Chaosium.
Well, we're going to make a plan to cross the city and head to the university. Or are there other things that we want to try and do prior?
I don't think so. I don't know how much of a plan we need. We just need to go because we don't know what we need to plan for.
No, I know. It was the last flaying. The last known deaths by flaying took place.
Was that coalition forces or no?
Well, this would have been. You have others that you assumed have been flayed, but like the reports have changed or things have been like obscured. Most of the flayings happened in late March.
Right.
Right.
I do remember saying that there was like a a girl or something who talked about an ISIL checkpoint and seeing guys go down, that there was something that was recorded on a telephone. It was a line that was tapped. I have to go back.
I don't remember that.
It's another name that you would have because it was, I think, one of the only named witnesses to a potential attack. If
Right.
what they're saying is true. But I don't remember. Nobody has yet brought up that name, so I could be wrong, but I feel like I gave that to you some time ago.
Well, what was the name? It might jog a memory.
Yeah.
Other than some obscure random girl recorded something on a phone.
On the night of the 25th of March, Nalan Halabaji told her cousin that she saw what she thought was a cloud of insects surround guards at an ISIL checkpoint. She saw a bunch of blood. She thought she saw a cloud.
We've heard this before.
She told her cousin never to go out at night.
And that's how long? That's like within the last week?
No, that's forever ago.
March 25th.
Yes.
Oh.
I don't remember it. Dan says he does, but
I remember it.
But that's not in our list of stuff? This is something that we've
It is something that you would have been
stumbled
verbally
upon?
told
by who?
by when you were asking about what other... Like, that's the thing. There's a list that I gave you that lists one set of attacks. There are some other things I've given you verbally that list another set of attacks. There is no one source of truth of all the things that I've told you. So that's why I'm trying to go back and go through all of my notes to make sure you have all of the things in front of you. So if you wanted to try and find Nalan Halabaji, you could, because it's not a name that you've said before or probably wrote down.
We don't remember most of the names in this game.
We couldn't
We can't even
pronounce.
spell half the names in this.
Well, that's just because we're dumb, but
Yes.
that's got nothing to do with it.
I mean, us being dumb does have quite a bit to do with the way we played this game. But
Would it be just a SIGINT roll to be able to find this person, or
Well, I mean, bro just put up a tracker, so I'm going to presume that he could. Like I said, I don't know what all his tracker does, but I was trying to think of other phones that you have heard or other conversations that you've heard. So I've been looking for clues that
You said that was recorded on the phone, though?
Yeah, no, you would have gotten that from like that. That was a tapped line by CIA or
So we were provided
Coalition
that
forces.
by somebody, so then we would know.
correct.
So then that would be a number that he could be.
I was trying to look for numbers that you might know.
Gotcha. So that's one that you could ping.
Yeah, we'll ping it.
You would identify her that being living outside of Nineveh. Like you would have been able to narrow that down.
So still got to walk through the city.
Oh, you're always gonna have to walk through the city. It's gonna happen.
So wait, let's back up. What was different about that guard being attacked versus the other attacks?
There was video recording or audio recording of the girl describing what she saw. Like we have a survivor with an actual name who saw a potential attack.
Were there other?
Not like a random potential surviving child who disappeared in an attack. You know, like, or the other dude that was in a catatonic state when he was found. It's like a person who witnessed something who wasn't a part of it.
A witness.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if the attack itself was different in any way or not. I couldn't remember.
No, because the one she's talking about, it was actually from like late March.
cloud of insects, flayed skin, lots of blood?
Sounds familiar. That's our thing.
did we bring something with the Elder Sign on it?
We had something with the other
Yes.
side
What
on
did
it.
we draw? You drew it again. What'd you draw it on? It was we got a bullshit thermos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Reflective thermos.
We have a bullshit reflective thermos that's significantly smaller than the Amphora. My guess is it's a 10th the size, maybe smaller.
I don't know. The Amphora was kind of bottomless.
Yeah, it's a portal anyway. So
Yeah, I seem to remember it weighing like 400 pounds though.
It's pretty big.
So
They built things to last in the ancient.
it's probably a 20th of the size.
don't make them like
it's
they
probably
used to.
because a 10th would be what, 40 pounds. I don't imagine a thermos weighs 40 pounds. So significantly smaller.
Damn it, Jeff.
I know, right?
So yeah, I think future state. It's a question of you obviously have to go across the river. You could theoretically attempt to interview, find catatonic, some of these other folks, right? You do know about some of the other attacks. You do know where the Mosul battalion is. There are other things, you know where Al Jabiri is. Just depends on what it is that you want to do. Investigate the ruins of Nineveh. I think it's a question of kind of deciding what you want to do and then going from there.
Let's go do something.
Well, we got to get over there to do any of it. So let's focus on
well,
that.
let's at least travel. Let's get that out of the way.
I would imagine
I don't want to leave.
that it makes the
tonight
most
having
sense to try and contact potential allies in the area who might have more intel of on-the-ground information. My thoughts are the university first.
Yeah.
Because we essentially have to pass through the university to get the university grounds to get to the hospital anyways, if we're going there before we go to Nineveh.
I like it.
So then we can get potentially more survivor names, local survivor names who might have seen other things that are there, video footage.
If we take the family names that were attacked and put them into social media, can we find accounts for them?
Maybe not all of them, but I'm sure that like with some configuring, you probably could. Yeah.
Okay. Try and identify the sons who disappeared rather than
And get a
the folks who
ballpark
were
on the
killed.
ages.
Yeah, I think that you could. I don't think that would be. It wouldn't be easy, and it wouldn't be a perfect list by any stretch of the imagination. But you could definitely pick some candidates. I don't know where you're going with it. Like, are you trying to make a complete potential list, or are you just trying to find? a few?
No, I'm talking like three people were specifically mentioned.
Correct.
The Ramal family and the whatever.
Starts with an H.
Yeah.
And we're operating on the assumption that they're part of this thing's thrall.
There's the potential for that.
There's the potential for that. It'd be kind of interesting to ask family members or just has anyone seen your loved one since then? Have they heard any weird reports of?
Well, there's not much of those families left to ask questions of.
That's true.
Honestly, I just want to see family pictures and try and be able to pick these two people from the Ramal family or the one from the Halim family out of a crowd.
Yes, I think you have enough. You have enough tech that you could probably figure out a way to do that if you were trying to pick out those individuals.
Okay, if they're still in the crowd, they might be like at the God of War cult hangout.
That's what I mean. Can we specifically identify these people who are joining this, or are they somewhere in the city doing something else that we can connect to the cult?
Like the freaking Foot Clan and Ninja Turtles.
Like recognizing individuals to surveil.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I mean, you are operating under the fact that you do think that Al-Jabiri is in charge, high-ranking, important. He obviously would be an option for that as well. Because if you're thinking that he surrounds himself,
he did take his guys into Nineveh.
No, he ordered
Military and police out and took his guys in for the firefight.
Do we have proof he took his guys in? Where's that at?
I believe that came from Irene, but at least part of it is in an intense firefight took place east of a Sinaiya district in the demolished ruins of Nineveh. Police and military units were ordered out of the area by the head of al-Dawa in Mosul. This does not say.
Yeah, that's why I was saying I don't remember that specific part.
But there was this that we got in the initial list of attacks, but then Irene gave us more on it.
Yeah.
And I don't remember exactly.
I do remember Cody saying that, but yeah, I don't remember which hat he was wearing, which character hat.
But at any point in the middle of this, I could be talking completely out of my ass because it's been.
I just don't remember those specifics on the back end.
You're also a traitor.
I think we're potentially cross-referencing the fact that she wants.
This is the one here,
Al-Jabiri, that he was a target. I think that we initially, or we've made assumptions that he potentially did that, but I don't think that was like confirmed from her.
Yeah.
I think that we're under the assumption that he's a cult head or he's a part of that org. Like, for all we know, I'm like, he could be just trying to contain the information from everybody else. I don't think that we've got anything.
If he was involved with his men at a firefight at the ruins of Nineveh, that would suggest that he is fighting the cult.
Didn't he survive something he shouldn't have survived?
Yeah, our missile attack.
Yeah.
Well,
Arlene's missile attack. All we did was make a phone call.
Yeah, 15 minutes after we left. It was a shot in the dark. Yeah.
It's a good shot, though. He's probably pissed about it. Definitely not looking for revenge.
On mercenaries that are not us. Because the only person at this point who's actually a part of our party anymore is Captain Dan. Because Hastings was the only one there, and she's not stateside, as far as I'm aware. Bitch could be back in the city, and we don't even fucking know it. I got some shit to listen to on the way home.
Schroeder's not upset at all.
Just got one in the chamber for her.
This is how you go in 20 years. I'm going to be like, all of a sudden, you're just going to hear me whispering from the dark somewhere.
Never forgive. Never forget.
Clack, clack.
Worth it.
I could just sit. You hear me say something like that. I could be like, Hastings? Really? God damn it. Dunk.
Okay. Anything in particular else you'd like to do?
I think we're going to the university.
We're going to the university. I don't know that you're necessarily ready for us to do that this evening, but
I mean, you could go to the university if you want. I just didn't know if there were any specific plans that you'd like to do. Is going to the university the plan?
well, it's
Are we setting out on foot, or are we taking the truck to get it out of here?
On foot. I think we got the truck. I specifically said, do I need to roll for hiding it? Just so I just want to. We hit it like real good, real good. It's real good hidden.
Well, good, perfect.
It's real good hidden. Maybe I'll take some of the
it's so
wheels.
good hidden that when we come back, we're not going to find it.
Oh, where'd it go?
So we're going to try to
painted
cross
yellow.
over to the other side of the city on foot. Because don't we have to go over the river to do that?
Yeah.
So we're either going to go walking over a bridge or trudging through infested waters.
Well, we swimming through the tigers.
I think it depends on what our cover is going over the bridge. Because if we're just like civvies, it would make sense for us to not have a car and to be like on a walking path.
I mean,
If we're going across as ISIL, then we can have the car.
We could always
you
go
have
on
a
a
bunch of
scouting
different
mission.
IDs.
Okay, stupid question. Is there any kind of like public transit at this point?
Probably not.
Okay.
On this one page I just read, it says Mosul is a literal ghost town.
Okay.
But I mean, it's a
Taxi.
city of a lot of people, so I don't know that ghost town is exactly like
No, but most of them are staying in.
right. It's not a thriving,
Or moving
bustling
from building to building, like,
quickly. Yeah.
yeah.
Agreed.
I mean,
A truck would
my
attack-
thought process is, yes, a car draws more attention, but if something happens, we are in a car.
Correct.
We can go.
And there
If we're
are
on foot and something happens, we are there and we are in it.
And again, you have multiple papers of being multiple different groups. Like it's a question of how much you want to, bank on your false identities too.
I'm down either way. I just want to go. Let's do it. We can take the car.
When are you going?
Well, how long? You said we've been here a day.
Yeah.
Have we seen any patrols pass by?
No.
Just so there's been essentially no foot traffic, nothing that we would identify as obviously ISIL.
Correct.
Ask the med student, are there any checkpoints between here and the university? Can you tell us where they are and maybe ways to avoid them?
I don't know that I could help with ways to avoid them, but he could point out there's like if you go this way, you go through 2 checkpoints, you go this way, you go through 1 checkpoint. He doesn't have a whole lot of information. He's never really had a bunch of issues passing through them.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the external checkpoints are a little bit different than the internal checkpoints, but not, it just depends on who's being a prick and what day. You know what I mean? They get a lot of attacks the night before. You know you're going to be stuck in the checkpoint for hours. Things go good for a while. The checkpoints get a little bit more lax. Yada, yada, yada. But yeah, go through in the morning, flash the badge, drive right through. That is an option. Sneak across as lowly peasants. That's an option. Wakeboard across. Take a jet ski, hot air balloon, all options.
Skyhook.
Nice.
We do have a CIA resource. So.
There you go. You just skyhook the hell out of there. No, wait, I wanted to go over there. I can't imagine how hard that yanks on a body.
Oh, you totally break ribs.
Oh, like
Totally.
you would think, right? Like you can't be really prepared for that. Like you're going from not moving to really fucking moving.
I'd still try it though.
Like
I would just envision myself as Batman because he literally uses a fucking skyhook.
I'm Batman. Is it like 3 ribs crack? You smack your arm on a door, you're almost completely shattered.
Worth it.
Flapping in the breeze.
I'm with Daniel. Let's take the truck, sure, and we won't put on our ISIL stuff till we're far enough away from the neighborhood because I assume we have disguises of some sort. I don't want to roll out of these people's homes.
In a truck flying an ISIL
Yeah,
flag?
no.
You mean the truck you drove up to their house in with an ISIL flag?
I mean, I assume that.
We've commandeered this property. They're ISIL cooperators.
Yes, I think it's reasonable to presume that you can, like the fucking Dukes of Hazzard, can definitely roll out in your busted ass.
General Lee with the
default-
ISIL flag on the top.
Yeah, fucking like your Toyota, your generic white Toyota that apparently everybody who's a terrorist owns. And
You know, we should have brought cold beer. I bet we get through every damn checkpoint in this town.
What?
How much do you know about Islamic extremists?
cold beer and bacon right through the checkpoint.
Yeah, probably true.
Dave just goes, oh yeah, wait a minute.
Yeah, Islamic extremists. Like you're just upsetting like regular Islamic folks at that point, let alone the extremists.
All right, bottled water.
Yeah, Captain Dan totally spent last night berating the old woman for not having bacon with dinner.
Excellent, quite useful.
Yeah.
But yes, no, I think it's easy enough that you can roll out in your General Lee of ISIL trucks and make your way through a couple of checkpoints. Anything interesting or specific you'd like to do, or just attempt to roll through?
We're gonna jump it over the bridge.
Nice.
On the way to the bridge, let's pass by the Al-Dawa office, the headquarters. Just get a look.
I don't know that it's on the way, but you could make a detour and do that.
We would have to detour.
Yes, if you wanted to go past Al-Dalwa headquarters, you can. Mm-hmm. I mean, the closer you get towards that south side,
as we drive by.
the farther south you go, you immediately you start running into more checkpoints and getting into more hassles. Like you're not getting a vehicle through there without showing some sort of ID. And you quickly get the sense that, like, a lot of the folks, like, in vehicles and everything else are ISIL. With a couple of women in the party, you realize that is potentially a problem, although obviously they have, Al-Qaeda brigade type stuff. But yeah, definitely the closer you get to those, the
more our butt puckers.
Right. No, the more challenging it would be to get close to Amin al-Dawla headquarters.
All right. We can turn off. Just thought.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. You do get the sense that there's enough foot traffic that, like, getting through on foot might be easier. Coming from a couple of different angles might be easier. You know what I mean? But especially vehicle traffic, because a lot of these vehicles have been commandeered, they've been sold, they've been utilized. Vehicle traffic is a little bit more scrutinized than foot traffic.
Okay.
We can always ditch the truck if we need to.
It is a useful tool.
Well, we can come back and surveil this place another day. We can go do what we're doing. Head to the university.
Yep. You do head over the bridge that he said. You do see that there is one checkpoint you're able to pass through, and, it takes you a little bit longer than you would expect to navigate through this. It's definitely detours, rubble. It's not a straight shot by any stretch of the imagination, but you're also not, like, moving at 2 miles an hour in places too. You're zipping through in places that having to slow and wait and then zipping through, You end up at the University of Mosul, which it was built in 1967, has a fairly modernist look compared to the rest of Mosul. It's predominantly like poured concrete and like, architecturally modern, I guess you would say, compared to some of the other things. It is one of the two most prestigious centers of learning in modern Iraq. The campus is huge. I mean, it was originally accommodating 30,000 students.
Wow.
You see that several buildings have been destroyed. Looks like at least one fairly large building was burned out. You can see like there are flags stapled up across doors. There are warnings in Arabic not to enter. It looks like maybe 1/10 of the campus is actually open and functional. Easily thinking about it, you think that anybody could be hiding out in these buildings or, mounting a resistance, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, you've kind of rolled up on campus. Is there somewhere you want to go as ISIL operatives? Are you just
like
in your
a
truck
freaking
and
castle.
meandering around? What do you want to do?
Yeah, I was kind of looking at it too.
They're probably ditching the truck and
Yeah, we should probably not roll up into resistance area.
You do see clearly that there is an ISIL presence, so
Okay, how significant is the ISIL presence?
it's hard to say. At just a glance, you do see that ISIL is present. You would either need to sit and watch a while, use some advanced skills, ask some questions, etc. Phone a friend, some way to investigate that, Spencer. In fact, it denotes what I would call a heavy ISIL presence on campus.
Women being on university probably will be the best option if they have a heavy presence there.
You do at a glance see no women. Yeah. Other ways to investigate, walking around.
Sorry, I was looking up the episode to queue up for the drive home.
He looks less pleased with you, Jeff. I mean, I don't care. I thought we had a grand time.
yeah.
Anything else you guys want to do? Or are you ready to leave it puttering on the campus in your ISIL truck?
Do any of the males want to check out the university, and then the ladies and whoever else can go on to the hospital since we're over here?
Split the party. Let's do it.
I would suggest that
Landry.
maybe Landry and one other stay.
Mm-hmm.
Either Warner or Captain Dan.
Yeah. Warner has
The medic stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should go with Captain Dan. Will get out with Landry.
Okay. So who got out of the? So it's Dan and Landry at the University of Mosul, and who is it that's headed towards? So it would be
Jennifer and Olson and
Mary.
Jennifer Olsen and
Warner.
en route to hospital.
That ain't the way to have fun, son. That ain't the way to have fun, son.
Our title track, Mama Told Me Not to Come, composed by friend of the podcast Ian Shannon, with additional vocals by Lucas Patterson and Cody Grady. You can find more of Ian's work at sleepfortheweary.com. Like what you heard? Check out more episodes online at rancorsbrothel.com, YouTube, or anywhere you can download podcasts. Enjoy talking nerdy? Follow the podcast with other listeners on the Fans of the Rancors Brothel Facebook page. Most of all, keep circulating the tapes. Much love, everybody.
It is, don't